News, commentary, and criticism, Ringo TV reactions. So it'd been a while. Stefan, Twitch boss, was said to have deleted himself. Up to now, we have no arrest, no investigation, nothing. Right? We have a woman who is supposed to be his wife, but she's not doing anything in terms of reopening the case. We don't hear anything about video footage from the motel. Do you know there is no 911 call? Like, I literally searched and searched and searched, and these things are supposed to be public information. Like, I can't find no 911 call that came from the hotel. Okay, we know the wife never made no 911 call, but what about the call from the hotel? Where's that call? Because I can't find it. Maybe I just don't know where to search. But I can't find that call because I want to hear that call too. But for whatever reason, we don't have that. But anyway, in news, there's going to be a private funeral. That's right, in Los Angeles. Yeah. A ritual funeral. Anytime you have these type of celebrity type situations and they say we're going to have a private funeral, it's normally a ritual. Because if something is private, why are you wasting your time telling us that it's private? It's no longer private. If you got to tell us that you're going to have a private funeral, then it's no longer private because you made it public. You get it? So the people that are probably responsible for this man being deleted may be in attendance to this private so-called funeral. And it is said that there's supposed to be a larger memorial, I guess, coming soon. So they're going to have two different events for Twitch. But with all of these people and all of these events and memorials, none of Twitch's alleged friends are on social media offering any condolences. They're not saying, this was my buddy. Everybody's quiet. And this is what I mean about these hypocrites that just act like they friends, but really they're not. You have a wife that claimed that her man ran out the house to go delete himself. She never made no phone calls to the police. She go down to the police station, and yet nobody's investigating her. Why? Why? Why nobody's investigating her? What was this about? Because we got to talk about Ellen DeGeneres as well, because she's taking subliminal shots at Twitch, and I don't know if anybody can peep it. Well, we're going to talk about that in another video. But I noticed that she posts something on her social media, and I read between the lines, and it's sort of like, it's almost as if though she's taking shots at Twitch, and Twitch may have been a blood sacrifice in order to put her back in the game. But not only her, but the wife as well. When you really think about all of the different things that Twitch had up and coming, his wife was supposed to be a part of it too. So does that mean that these companies and these deals that they had is going to continue to go through now that he's not here? Because we all know that the people actually love Twitch. They didn't really care about the wife. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just calling it what it is. Twitch was the star. Nobody really cared about Ollison. Yeah, that's his wife, respectfully. At the same time, the people was more interested in Twitch. And if Twitch is not there, they're not going to view. So if there's going to be any sort of shows or any sort of plans that Twitch had with his wife that was supposed to be up and coming, if Twitch is not there, those shows are going to flop. You know, it's not going to be the same. It's like nobody's going to tune in. Nobody's going to watch if he's not there. You understand? So let's get into this particular situation here so we can kind of bring this thing out for you. According to the reports coming in at TMZ, says Stephen Twitch boss private funeral in Los Angeles, bigger memorial coming. And what's going on to everybody in the chat? You know what I mean? We back again, kind of just bringing you some more info on what's going on. So let's get into this thing. Stephen Twitch boss private funeral in Los Angeles, bigger memorial coming soon. It seemed like the family is now trying to get something together. This is pretty much kind of late, to be honest with you. This is kind of late. It says Stephen Twitch boss is getting an emotional goodbye from those closest to him this week, with a larger gathering planned for the future to properly honor him in masses. All right, so this week. So basically, there is a private funeral or something that may have already been taking place. It looks like. It says sources within Twitch's inner circle. Now, we got to unpack all of this type of stuff because it's saying sources within Twitch's inner circle. Why we don't see his inner circle on social media paying their respects and their honors? Why we don't hear about that? Who are these people? Who are these people, and why these people weren't there for him before the alleged self-deletion? See, they're saying that sources within Twitch's inner circle tell TMZ. It's interesting how the inner circle is talking to TMZ. Like, who is TMZ that everybody got to talk to them? Like, I'm trying to figure this thing out because it's getting down to the point where it's like, and if anybody know what TMZ stand for, like, let me know exactly what that stand for as well, because I'm going to make up my own. Because it seemed like everybody's always telling them. So maybe it's tell master, I don't know, tell master Zion. I don't know what in the world to call them, but it seemed like everybody's always telling them everything, but nobody's telling them what happened at that motel. Nobody's telling them where's the videotape at the motel. Nobody's telling them what's the Uber driver's name and the car color and all this other info. Nobody got that info. Why nobody's telling TMZ to get the Uber driver? You know, normally they got all the info. So who's the Uber driver? And why there's no videotape from the motel? Why we can't see video footage of Twitch walking in the motel? Where is it? You understand? So I don't know what's going on here. This is some crazy stuff. I don't know, man. This is crazy. And then, you know, and when I ask for what does TMZ stand for, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am not playing games. If you don't know, don't waste your time posting. Seriously. Because I'm not joking. I need to know what their names stand for. Their name. What does TMZ stand for? If you don't know, you know, don't post. And if you do post, put a LOL after what you say, so I don't take you serious. Because I'm looking at the comments and I'm like, does it really mean that? Or are you just telling some damn joke? Because I need to know, right? Because it seems like everybody is always talking to TMZ. And I'm trying to figure out, why is the inner circle of Twitch talking to TMZ, but nobody's talking about where the videotapes are? Where's the videotapes? And why is everybody believing the wife? and why she's not being investigated as a possible suspect in this man getting deleted. Now look, Twitch lived 2 lives. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Twitch was on the DL, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I got enough evidence. I'm gonna bring that out in another whole video. I'm gonna bring that out. I don't care. Gotta bring it out. Twitch was definitely living 2 lives. Now the problem is, was the wife jealous? Was there something going on where she may have found out about something? Because I got too much information, and I'm like, look, man, there's certain things that you just look at and you just know right off the top that, hey, somebody living 2 lives, and I want to know, could it be a hit that was put on him because the wife may have caught him in some sort of situation, or perhaps it was one of them situations where it's like a fatal attraction type situation where a possible lover or something, was going to expose something. Because, there's all different types of theories and allegations on, well, Twitch knew something, he was about to bring something out, all this other stuff. But nobody got any proof of that. Nobody got any proof of what they claim in terms of, oh, Twitch was about to release some information. Well, release what? Release what? What information is he releasing, and who is he going to tell on? See, we got to stop just making up whatever we think, and we got to start making sense of all this. Now, there are situations where you got guys out here that are married, that are living double lives. You know what I mean? They on the DL, they messing around with dudes, and then they got their wife, and then their wife get jealous, and then something happened, and before you know it, we got these type of situations. Now again, the wife haven't done or post anything on her social media other than these same old pictures that makes no sense, because if you're married to the person, you posting pictures, that's not nothing, because you got those same pictures in your house. So it's like, what are you doing? She haven't said anything for the fans. She haven't spoken out for the fans. She haven't spoken to the people. She haven't done anything that a wife would normally do to keep the legacy of her husband alive. And I question all of that because it just doesn't add up. And it could be a situation where she may have lined up her own husband out of some sort of jealousy to take the empire. You understand? Or perhaps to get the insurance, allegedly. We got to talk about these things, and we got to put them out there because, she could be getting away with a crime and people just ignoring all these things. And it's just crazy how nobody questions nothing. Not even the family is questioning anything. But anyway, let me continue on with the story, man, because it's some crazy stuff. So it says sources within Twitch's inner circle tells TMZ the late media personality is being laid to rest Wednesday afternoon in Los Angeles. Now, does that mean today? Was he laid to rest today? Today's Wednesday. So I'm assuming today he was allegedly laid to rest in a private funeral ritual that they kept under wraps, right? In Los Angeles, and what we're told is going to be a small and intimate funeral funeral attended by close family. Now, if this is a funeral attended by close family, why those family members aren't on social media talking about Twitch? Why they're not doing that? You understand? Why they're not doing these things? And why the funeral is so late? Look how long it been. And y'all now doing a private funeral? Private? Intimate? What do you mean intimate? What kind of ritual are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? And why have 2? Because it goes on and it says, we're told there is going to be a larger celebration of life ceremony in the near future, which will be held for close friends and the people who Stefan considered his family. So, this is not making any sense. Look, this is not making any sense. If if y'all having a private funeral, I'm assuming this happened today. So let's just put it like this. They may have had this private funeral today, right? And I believe this particular funeral they may have had is possibly with the people who deleted him. It could be one of those ritual funerals that they do where they go through the rituals and make all the confessions of what they're doing when they're doing the blood sacrifices. They don't want nobody to see this, right? Because if you think about what they're saying here, it says that sources within Twitch's inner circle. When have Twitch talked about having an inner circle? And how would they know that? I mean, if I have an inner circle, you don't know about it. How could you know about my inner circle? Nobody could know about my inner circle because that's private between me and my inner circle. So why would an inner circle be giving information to TMZ? Does that make sense? No. You know, who are these people? Because if Twitch never talked about having an inner circle, then how could these people just be talking to TMZ? Why would they feel so free to be giving them information? Inner circle type relationships don't talk to other people that's on the outside. We keep everything within in the family. You know? It's just like a husband and a wife is considered an inner circle. Whatever a man tell his wife is not supposed to be in the public, and whatever a wife tell her husband is not supposed to be in the public because it's an inner circle, right? That's just the way it's supposed to be, right? So why would sources within Twitch's inner circle tell TMZ anything if it's supposed to be a private funeral? Think about that. Why would his inner circle, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta listen, right, as we read, but you gotta read to understand. There's a difference between reading and reading to understand. It says sources within Twitch's inner circle tell TMZ. The late media personality is being laid to rest Wednesday afternoon in Los Angeles, right? In what we're told is going to be a small and intimate funeral attended by close family. Now, why would an inner circle people, family or friends, why would they report to TMZ on what is being done privately? Right? So I don't understand why would they reveal that information if it's supposed to be intimate. Last time I checked, if a man and a woman is intimate, they shouldn't be in the public talking about what they're doing. I'm just reading to understand. You know, if me and a woman is getting it in and we're having an intimate moment, it is not for public consumption in terms of me talking about what we're doing. Hey guys, you know, tomorrow night I'm gonna be with such and such and we're gonna be having an intimate time. It's no longer intimate now. It's crazy. So it goes on and it says, we're told there's going to be a larger celebration of life ceremony in the future, which will be held for close friends and the people who Stefan considered his family. Well, how could they determine the people who Stefan considered his family? They got a list of those people. The only people who can consider, who Twitch would consider friends and family, or whatever the case is, would be Twitch. So let's see what's going on next. Let's see what we got. All right. We got this video here. We already talked about this, right? So now let's see what else we got. It goes on and it says, presumably, the largest celebration would include Ellen DeGeneres. Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So, you're telling me that the wife pretty much won't allow Ellen DeGeneres at the private funeral? What's going on? So you don't want Ellen DeGeneres at the private funeral, but y'all saying presumably the largest celebration would include Ellen DeGeneres and staff members from her show? So they get second dibs. But wasn't that Twitch's original family? What's going on here? It's kind of rude, to say the least. I mean, to think about it, Ellen DeGeneres have spoken more about Twitch publicly than his own wife. That's sad, right? I mean, think about this. We can all have our opinions about Ellen DeGeneres, right? We can all have our opinions, but we got to give credit where credit is due. Regardless of any sort of criticism, right, we may have of her in terms of her connection to different situations. It seemed like everybody that been around her in terms of that show, they seem to got either deleted or something happened to them, right? At the same time, when comparing Ellen to Allison, and we look at, okay, what did Allison actually do for her husband ever since he was deleted? What did she do publicly? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But when we look at Ellen DeGeneres, she put out a lot of videos where she's publicly speaking on camera, and whether you agree with them or not, is neither here nor there. The point is, you would think that she did a lot for Twitch in terms of giving him opportunity on her show, whether you agree or disagree. She gave him opportunity there. She came out publicly to talk about his situation multiple times, but yet she's not invited to the private funeral? Like, what? It's not making any sense. That's all. I'm looking at this thing from a logical perspective to understand how grimy the industry is and how the wife is basically showing that she don't consider Ellen DeGeneres of any sort of family to Twitch. So there's some sort of beef. I don't know what it is. I can't really go into full detail. I can only speculate that there might be some sort of disagreement between Ellen DeGeneres and the wife, allegedly, by the pure fact that it's being said that presumably the largest celebration would include Ellen DeGeneres and the staff members from her show. It goes on and it says on which Twitch served as the DJ for years. Now, Twitch was serving time, years on the show under Ellen DeGeneres. So you would think that she would be invited to the private funeral, especially to meet family and friends, to meet the mom, to meet the brother, to do this, to do that. It would make sense, right? But see, there's something under the table that we might not be seeing. See, I don't know who's who involved in this situation, but there's a problem here. Who took out Twitch? Who is responsible for this? Because it could have been a situation where Ellen DeGeneres is the one that put out the hit. It could be a situation where the wife allegedly may have known about it and she's just being paid to stay quiet. Because I already done told you, a real wife would have been continually fighting for her husband. There's no way she would just accept this. But anyway, let's continue reading. It says, so you think you can dance. Let me read it back from the top so we can all understand. Presumably, the largest celebration would include Ellen DeGeneres and staff members from her show, on which Twitch served as the DJ for years. The folks from So You Think You Can Dance would also likely be on the extended list for the memorial down the road. So this is, I don't know. And TMZ is getting this info. You understand? But we don't see the wife publicly talking about this in terms of speaking to the fans. You know, you would think that the wife, you see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, are you trying to see what I'm saying? It's like, why is it that TMZ have to report this? Why isn't that Allison, the wife, the one who, you know, was with Twitch? Why she can't come out in the public and say, hey, y'all, shout out to all the fans, everybody, for your love. I appreciate everything. I just want to let y'all know that we're going to have a memorial and we're going to do this. Why she's not talking? Why she's not talking, y'all? You see? I got an answer for that. Because she can't. Because it's not her doing the talking. Somebody else that's pulling the strings is doing the talking. Because logically speaking, the wife would want to speak for herself, but she's not. Why? Who got access to her tongue to the point where they made her remain quiet all this time? And the one who's putting out the news is TMZ. So who really is responsible for deleting Twitch? I'm telling you, man, y'all gotta read between the lines. Listen, if something happened in my world, I don't need TMZ to report it. I'm pretty sure that there's people in my family capable of speaking on behalf of me. Not somebody else, not a third party. So why isn't the wife coming on her own IG, her own TikTok, her own YouTube, and talking about these things? Why she don't come out and say, look, hello fans, I really appreciate you. I've been kind of lost in the shuffle due to the situation with my husband, but I want to personally thank everybody for their condolences. We will have a private gathering soon, and we're going to have also one publicly for all the fans and the friends of Twitch. I just wanted to come out and let y'all all know this from my mouth so that y'all can all see how I am doing. And why she ain't doing that, y'all? Why she's not doing that? Why TMZ is reporting this? And it kind of just makes you think, like, this stuff is all staged. What's really happening here? What happened? What really happened to Twitch? Was he alive? Did he really get deleted? Is this some sort of situation where they just got him for his organs? Some harvesting type situation? We hear about these things in the news. We hear about these things in Hollywood all the time. What's really going on? Because I don't believe the story on what happened to him. Like, I don't believe the story. I don't believe it for many reasons. We covered this in multiple streams. If you haven't viewed all those streams, I suggest you check them out. One particular stream that I did with Ellen DeGeneres, that video will be up in about a week or two because some female YouTuber got my video taken down, but it'll be back up because she's just wasting her time with false reports. So if you're wondering where a particular video is, that I may have had up, that video will be back up in about a week and a half, I think, because I think they give you about 10 days. So yeah, that video will be back up in case you're wondering, because, you know, this is very serious business and I've been covering the case. And a lot of times content creators, they don't know the law. They don't know the rules. And some of them do, but they like to use intimidation tactics and whatnot to try to silence people from speaking about different issues. But we're going to talk about that another time. Right now, I want to focus in on this situation here because it's one of them things that it's like, you're trying to figure out what's going on, man. This is just a sad situation. What in the world is going on here, man? Let me see. Hold on a second. I gotta do something real quick. Cause this is crazy. I don't know what's happening here. For some odd reason, my mouse is not working. My mouse is not working. Like, seriously, no damn jokes. Y'all gonna have to give me a minute. I gotta go get me a battery, y'all. Okay, all right. Seems like I got my battery back now. Hey, these are the type of things that happen when you stream. Sometimes you be streaming, your battery stop, or your laptop die. But anyway, where was I? I forgot exactly where I was. Let me see. I'll just continue reading and I'll kind of pick back up where we were at. But let me start back at the top where it talks about presumably the largest celebration would include Ellen DeGeneres and staff members from her show. But what about the fans? What about the fans? That's another thing. What about the fans? I don't know. Do anybody know what I was talking about before I got off? Do anybody remember what I was talking about before I got off to go change my battery? Because if you remember, that'll be good. I could just get back to where I was at. But let me see. Why wouldn't his own wife want answers? Yeah. I don't know why wouldn't she want answers, man. It's like she's just not I believe that what happened was something happened. She knows about it. They told her, look, you got to stay quiet about this. And because she's in on it. Again, we covered this in multiple videos, right? We covered this in multiple videos. We covered every detail that you could imagine with the story. And based on her story, it appears like she's involved. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. I have the right to say that, right? I don't have it as a fact because I didn't see what she did. But based on the story and my own investigation, with all the details, it appears that the wife may have some sort of involvement. And she's not displaying the characteristics of a wife that loves her husband after he passed away. I'm just saying, it's not adding up. I don't see no videos of her crying. I don't see no video. I mean, just think about that. Videos of her crying. There's nothing. Y'all can't see? Come on, man. I know. Listen, there is not one video with her shedding a tear, bro. Not one. Nothing. Normally people go live. Notice this, ladies and gentlemen. We live in the social media age where everybody always going live for something. Going live for something on Instagram. She ain't go live. She ain't talk. There's no tears. There's nothing, man. Nothing. Come on, y'all. There's nothing there that shows this woman breaking down. Nothing. No information on, I'm going to get justice for Twitch and I don't believe the story and not my husband. My husband would never do that. Not my husband. She ain't doing anything. She ain't doing nothing. And I think that that's sad. Now, we talked about Twitch living two lives, and people got mad at me because, I looked into the past, I looked into different details, and it's very clear that Twitch was, doing other things, right? At the same time, even if he was, we still got to find out what happened. Was there a relationship and the wife got jealous? Like, what happened? Because, like I said, I got video clips that is very, very telling, and nobody could deny it, So did the wife know? Did the wife know about any sort of lifestyle he may have lived on the low? I'm trying to figure this thing out because y'all just saw the other video that I did with the Dave and Buster's guy. You know what I mean? They're saying that he deleted himself too. With the same type of story like Twitch. Now, come on. And I'm also learning that Dave is also gone. You know what I mean? So both of the guys that founded the company are gone. And I did a full background on how their company even started. I'm hearing, based on my research, because I do my research, y'all, that the whole Dave and Buster situation, these are two separate businessmen that had businesses way back in the day. One had an arcade room, the other one had a restaurant, and they noticed that people would come right out of the restaurant and go into the arcade place to play games, and the businessman began to look like, wait a minute, it seemed like we sharing the same customers. So they probably were like, hold up, we sharing the same customers, might as well we come together and create a business. That way we can have all the business in one location. You see how that works? Which is cool. I mean, I wish that black men and women thought like that, because especially here on YouTube, sad to say, but black content creators, they don't really work together. And they don't even get along. They don't even try to collab. They don't do anything. It's just a sad situation. Business-wise, black folk don't get along business-wise. And the reason being is they always trying to compete against one another rather than building empires. But in the situation with Dave and Buster, they got together from way back in the day, and they decided to combine their business ideas, and then they created the Dave and Buster situation. And they have over 140 locations. Them guys was making hundreds of millions of dollars. You understand? So to see the Buster guy delete himself out of nowhere, it raises the flag on who did this. Why would you do that when you have an empire? Because Dave already done checked out. I believe in 2015, somewhere around there. I did my little research. You understand? Readers are leaders. So when we look at the Twitch situation, why would he delete himself when he had so much to gain? Again, ladies and gentlemen, Allison have never been on camera crying for her husband. She have never been on camera. And, again, to all the people when the story first broke, a lot of you were like, Ringo, the wife. Ringo, the wife. And I was like, I'm going to just kind of chill out for a little bit. Y'all were like, nah. Y'all was like, nah, bro, the wife, man, I don't trust her. Something ain't right. I don't feel right. Something in my spirit telling me Well, I gotta say that y'all were right. Y'all were right the whole time. Definitely was right. But at the same time, I did say that I'm going to get to talk about those issues as the days go by, because you have to give things time. You just don't want to jump out and just start talking about stuff. I don't have evidence that she did it or she did anything, but based on everything that we have thus far, her actions is not lining up. You know, if a woman love a man, she's going to be doing her best to get him justice, no matter what. She's going to do her part to speak out, to keep his name good. She ain't gonna want a false narrative out there. She's gonna be like, nah, there's no way that my husband would delete himself. Not my husband. I don't care what the news media is saying. They're wrong. My husband didn't do that. That's what a wife would do. You know what I mean? A wife would not stay quiet. No tears has been shed. That's why they want this private thing that they have. It's a ritual, y'all. She don't want the public to see. She don't want the public to see the truth. She's not really crying for Twitch right now. I, Ringo, do not believe that Allison care at this point. And that's my opinion. You could get mad. I don't believe she cares about her husband. I don't believe she do. I don't believe she do because I don't see the signs. I don't see the wifely emotions of you lost someone that you've been with. You just celebrated your 9th year anniversary. Why would that guy delete himself when you just celebrated your 9th year anniversary? Come on. Listen, if somebody knew that they're going to delete themselves, why would they celebrate their 9th year anniversary with you and take photos and make dance videos if they know in about 3 days they're going to self-delete? Does that make sense? Come on. They purposely took Twitch out, man. And it's just sad. It's a sad situation. My thing is this, and I'm just being honest here. You know, you could get mad at me. You know, a lot of you guys, you could get mad at me. I know based on the evidence that I have, I'm gonna talk about that in another video. Twitch was definitely living two lives. My thing is, as much as I'm not in support of the alternative, I think that Twitch would have been better off just being himself and not trying to create an image of husband and wife, because I personally believe that that was an image that somebody may have told him to do to sort of help him with his image, to help him grow and be more successful. I think that he should have just remained the way he was in terms of just being single and not get involved with this woman. I think that something went down and she may have gotten tired of his lifestyle or whatever the case is. And there may have been some jealousy issues that we just can't see because we're in the public. But if a guy is living two lives, it's eventually going to clash. And the wife is not going to be happy with that. You understand what I mean? And I'm trying to be as careful with how I say things, because again, it's one of them situations where we want him to get the justice. And I don't want you to feel as if though I'm putting him down, because that's not what I'm doing. What I'm suggesting and trying to say is that when he was on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Ellen created an environment where Twitch was allowed to be himself without being judged. Are y'all following me? Because a lot of times you have these guys and they're living the alternative and they're constantly being judged. And hey, people are gonna judge you. That's just a part of life. At the same time, he always felt this way, but on her show, he felt comfortable. You get what I mean? And then all of a sudden now, him and Allison come together. So it's like, which is which? Like, which way are you really going? You know what I mean? It was like an illusion. Because even when I look at the video clips with them, I don't see a husband and wife situation. I really don't see it. I just see two people that are together and they had kids, but anybody can have kids. That's the easy part. You do know that people can have kids and not be in love, right? You do know that, right? People can come together, have children, and not even like each other. You got a lot of guys that are in Hollywood that have a wife and they're on the DL. These are real facts. You know, you can't hide them. I mean, you got to call it out for what it is. I'm just trying to be fair and balanced. And I believe that maybe this is a deeper situation that the wife don't want nobody to know about. This is why when the Columbus guy, I mean, even the Columbus guy is suspect to me. That's just my opinion. You know, the Columbus dude, the one that claimed that Twitch may have had financial problems, in my opinion, he's suspect too. I'm just saying. I'm thinking that maybe he had some involvement, because why would he just come out and say that Twitch had financial problems? I don't know. And you never know who's with who. It's just like with the music industry. Y'all remember on Drink Champs where P. Diddy was telling, what's this dude, man? He was calling the other dude daddy. What kind of nonsense is a grown man calling another dude daddy, saying, I like how you do that, daddy? What? Like, how do you do stuff like that? You know what I mean? He telling Fab, like, yo, Fab, when you gonna come party with me? Fab was like, yo, I did. Remember such and such and such? He was like, nah, not that, man. You need to come party with me. And I'm like, what kind of party y'all guys are doing? What kind of party y'all on? Like, look, hey, to each his own. If you are doing X, Y, and Z, hey, do what you do, but don't be in the public acting like one thing and then you doing another thing, because that just confuses people. You understand? So Diddy is questionable, in my opinion. A lot of these record executives are questionable. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. I'm just concerned that this may have been a blood sacrifice or an alleged love affair gone wrong. And I believe that the wife may have allegedly known and was possibly involved, because her story don't add up. Let me complete the article and then I'm gonna talk more. So it says TMZ broke the story. Twitch took his own life last month, leaving behind a note alluding to past struggles. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, now we look, I'm trying to read it, right? And it brought me right back to his struggles. Now, again, what are these struggles? What are these struggles, ladies and gentlemen? That's all I'm asking. What are these struggles? What are these struggles? What are these struggles? Did the wife find photos? Did the wife find video of Twitch allegedly doing some things that he wasn't supposed to be doing? Allegedly? I don't even need to paint the picture to you. You already see it in your mind. You already see the picture. It's in your mind. I sent it to you. You see that? Do you see how I telepathically sent you the images in your mind? See, I'm telepathically communicating with you. Could it be that she may have found a hard drive or a phone and saw some photos with some notes, some text, and it may have pushed him over the edge? Could it be that? I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. This is brand new that I'm throwing out there. You have to think about this. Could she have maybe found something out and then she started to down him and put him down. Like, how could you do this to me? You ain't nothing. I'm going to tell everybody, wow, I'm getting a divorce. I want a divorce. It's going to be all over the place. I'm going to tell everybody what you did. Could it be one of them situations? I don't know. There's multiple scenarios of what may have happened to this man. This is why there's supposed to be an investigation. This is why they supposed to investigate the wife to find out what she knows. Look, they got access to Twitch's phone, right? So what's on his phone? What's going on with his phone records? Who he was talking to on the phone? Who was the last 10 people that Twitch called? What kind of text messages is on his phone? Come on, man. What happened to this brother? Because we can speculate, we can think outside the box, but something happened to this man. So it says that he had a note alluding to past struggles. They never talked about what the struggles were, nor did TMZ give us they never post an image of the note so we could read it for ourselves. Why TMZ didn't post the image of the note so the public can read the note? Let us read it for ourselves. Yeah, a lot of these rappers, man, a lot of these rappers had to go in the director's couch. A lot of these rappers allegedly had to get touched. They had to, especially females. It's really tough in the industry. I'm trying to give y'all that warning so that y'all don't go down that route. But in that industry, you're gonna have to do things. They don't tell you right away, but eventually, once you reach a certain tax bracket, you are gonna have to do some things, especially if you're a woman. Man, they're gonna turn you out in the industry. Just letting you know right now, especially if you're a pretty little something. Oh, they're gonna break you in, all right. They're gonna break you in. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to open up the Aaliyah case. We're gonna have to bring that case back to life because they did her dirty too. Listen, I know a lot of y'all may not like this, but Aaliyah was getting passed around. We're going to talk about that another time, but Aaliyah was getting passed around in the industry by different cats. They were doing her dirty. And it got to the point where there was some jealousy with a lot of these record executives, and they plotted, they took her out. We're going to deal with that another time. We're going to open up the files and bring that out because back in the day, I didn't have access to YouTube because YouTube wasn't even around. YouTube wasn't even around when the whole Aaliyah situation went down. At least that's what I believe, because I remember when everything went down, and I'm not sure if YouTube was around during that time. I'm still trying to figure it out. I know it was way back in days. I was on the public forums back then. I got to go look up the dates. Because YouTube started in 2005, I registered in 2006, and by the time I came in, I know about 911. I remember that. So that's when all the videos started circulating and whatnot. But okay, so she passed away, and yeah, all right. See, it happened right around the time with 9/11. You see what I mean? So it was big news. It was big headlines, and YouTube wasn't around back then. The forums were popping back in the days with reports. So I didn't have access to no YouTube because YouTube started in 2005. And that's when they started doing all these investigations on what happened. So I know it was like back to back. It was like one thing was 9/11, and then there was the Aaliyah situation. I think Aaliyah was second. So I can recall everything that happened. So when it comes to the situation with Twitch, y'all, the wife know what's up. She's just not talking. I believe somebody is basically telling her, look, just stay quiet. We're going to handle everything. Because why is TMZ telling us about a funeral and the wife is not? TMZ broke the story. Twitch allegedly took his own life, because I don't believe that. So I'm not going to quote that as if though it's a fact, because I don't believe that. Left a note, despite issues he was obviously dealing with. Now notice how TMZ put that. TMZ said, despite issues he was obviously dealing with. See, they put it as if though it's a fact that he was obviously dealing with. Okay, when has the wife publicly came out and talked about issues that her husband was dealing with? When? You see that? Why is it that TMZ is speaking these things and the wife is not? When has the wife publicly came out and said, hey, my husband is dealing with issues? She never did. The wife never came out in the public talking about how her husband was dealing with this struggle, was dealing with that struggle, nothing. So why is it that TMZ is making these posts by saying despite issues he was obviously dealing with? That sounds like it's a fact. Okay, well, where's the wife to co-sign this? And why? Now think about this. Think about this. This is why I believe the wife hands is dirty. This is why I believe the wife is involved. Because a wife would be reading TMZ as well, and she would say, hold up, wait a minute. Why is TMZ putting out information about my husband by saying despite issues he was obviously dealing with? She would have that shut down. She would take it to social media to say, wait a minute, TMZ, you're wrong. My husband wasn't dealing with no issues. You understand? The wife would be like, look, the wife cannot stop TMZ from speaking. The wife cannot stop TMZ from posting news. But what the wife can do is she can go on social media and she could say, no, he was not struggling, And then you have the mom. Why the mom is not speaking about this? Why the brother is not speaking about this? You see that? Why the mom? Why the brother? Why the uncles, grandfathers? Why all of these people that claim that they got love for Twitch? Why they're all not speaking against these type of talking points? What were the struggles that he struggled with? It's like they're making up stuff to justify why he did what he did. You understand? This is crazy. Somebody said, why is the wife getting mad at social media creators? Is there any sort of reports of that? Is the wife out there talking about she's mad at social media creators? Because if you have any info, again, send that video or any sort of information directly to my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. Do not send me any clickbait. If you send me clickbait, I'm going to block you. So send me actual facts. No nonsense, facts. That's it. The wife cannot get mad at creators for speaking their thoughts. If she do, then she's guilty for something. Just that simple. If the wife is upset that social media influencers or creators is speaking their thoughts, that means she's guilty. There's no other way around that. Because to be worrying about social media influencers is to tell me that you are watching, listening, but you're not speaking on behalf of your husband. You understand? And that's sad. So she needs to play her cards very good. Because if she makes one vocal statement against social media influencers, commentators, or whatever the case is, and she shows anger because they're voicing their thoughts and opinions in America, land of the free, home of the brave, where they have rights to share their thoughts, then that means she's guilty. Only the guilty push back against those that question them. You understand? I'm serious, y'all. Only the guilty does that. Guilty people love to hide their hand. So It says, despite issues he was obviously dealing with, there didn't seem to be any sign outwardly that something was wrong. That doesn't make any sense what they're saying. How could you say there was no signs outwardly, I guess, showing that something was wrong? And then you say, as his death took everyone by surprise. It shouldn't take his wife by surprise because his wife lived with him. So how could he show no signs? What really happened to this man? What really happened is what I'm asking for. What took place? It says, there has been an outpouring of tributes made in his honor from the entertainment industry and beyond, including heartfelt condolences sent by Ellen herself. He was 40, RIP. But notice this, ladies and gentlemen, what did that sentence leave out? Let's see if the chat have on their thinking caps. What did that sentence leave out? It says, there has been, again, ladies and gentlemen, we are in class, so I'm giving you a pop quiz. What did that sentence leave out? It says, there has been an outpouring of tributes made in honor from the entertainment industry and beyond, including heartfelt condolences sent by Ellen herself. What is missing from that sentence? What is missing? His wife. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. See? We got some people in the building that passed all of their exams in school. See, I could tell who passed all of their exams in school based on the responses. Yes, his wife. That's right, his wife. His wife is not among the list. There has been an outpouring of tributes made. Notice the wife made no tribute for her husband, none whatsoever. Nothing to honor him. Wow. The brother, his family, nobody, there's nothing in his family. Nobody made anything in his honor. This is crazy. But notice how they highlight Ellen. Notice how Ellen got all the praise. Ellen get the highlight of the night. You see what I mean? But the wife don't. That's crazy. How could you be the wife and nobody, like you didn't give no honors to your own husband? This doesn't make any sense, y'all. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And we know that Ellen DeGeneres spoke multiple times about Twitch online. We seen her face, but we didn't see the wife face. Normally, when you don't see somebody's face on social media after things like this, it's because they're involved. They're involved. Just like you haven't seen Quavo until you seen the video stream that I did where he's hanging out with P. Diddy. Right? He have time to hang out with P. Diddy, but he don't got no time to come out in the public to talk about what he did at the bowling alley that caused his nephew to get deleted. And see, I don't care what nobody say, I blame Quavo. I blame Quavo 100% for Takeoff getting deleted. I blame Quavo before I blame Mob Ties. Somebody's like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. No, he brought his nephew there. These are multi-millionaires. They had no business at that place. Period. And I can guarantee you it wasn't Takeoff's idea to go to no bowling alley. I can guarantee you Takeoff is not that dude. It's most likely Quavo who's like, yo, fam, let's go there, man. He's probably like, yo, I don't even really want to go out there. Yo, it's going to be cool, man. We good. You know what I'm saying? I checked in with Mob Ties. Really? Now he checked out in a body bag. So as far as I'm concerned, Quavo is to blame for Takeoff's death. I don't care how anybody feel about that. That's my thoughts. You got your rights to believe what you want. I got my rights to believe what I want. He sent his nephew out there. He brought him out there. He made him feel comfortable and they deleted him. Why? Because Quavo most likely knew what was going to go down that night. And up to now, he have no public statements, just like Ollison have no public statements. Think about how long Twitch been out and the wife have no public statement about what happened. None to the fans. None. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't see that? I'm just trying to say, brothers, man, I would hate to be with a woman and something happened to me and she's quiet like this. I'll be that, man, that's sad. Brothers, man, if you got a woman in your life, fam, any woman in your life, wife, girlfriend, baby mama, whatever the case is, bro, and you a good dude, you always been doing right, and something happened to you, man, and your woman is just not fighting for your justice, fam, she never loved you, bro. I'm letting you know straight up and down, that woman never loved you, bro. Because a lady is supposed to have a lot of love to the point where she's like, look, you might be gone, but you're not forgotten. I'm not gonna make your legacy go down in vain. I'm not gonna make people butcher your name. I'm gonna put out the correct narrative for everybody to know the truth. And I'm trying to figure out why Allison is not on camera, why she's not on social media crying, why she's not saying, nah, fam, my husband would have never did this. I need there to be an investigation. I need to see the video footage from the motel. I need to know what happened to my husband. He did not do this. You don't see this happening. You don't see this happening. And this is why I question this. You know, so now they having this private funeral. And again, if you're joining in the show, do me a favor and click the like button if you haven't already. It helps with the algorithm. It helps people to see the video. If you appreciate the stream, if you think that my work is worthy, you know, you can support the stream by clicking that like button. You know, it's very important that you do that. It helps out with the algorithm. So now, again, if you're joining in, we're actually reviewing the situation at hand where Stephen Twitch Boss, they're going to have a private funeral. Now, I don't know if it's today, Wednesday, or it will be next Wednesday. I don't know. I don't have that information, right? But it says there's going to be a private funeral in Los Angeles, a bigger memorial coming. So these are two different events that will be taking place for Twitch. I don't know why they haven't given us no real imagery in terms of footage. I just want to see Twitch walking into the motel. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Twitch walking in the motel. Show me the video. Show me the video. Show me the video of Twitch walking in the motel. I need to see that. Because I don't believe he ever was there. I believe that they may have taken the body and placed it at the scene, you know, because it's kind of crazy. Okay, if he went there, they're supposed to have video. Because I provided the stream where I showed y'all all the cameras. I showed y'all the cameras in the motel. So they got cameras there. Also, we need to hear the 911 call. We need to hear the 911 call. Look, I've searched, and I've searched, ladies and gentlemen, for the 911 call. I cannot find it. Where is the 911 call that the motel claimed that they made once they discovered Twitch? These things are public record. So I'm trying to figure out, where's the phone call? Where is the 911 call so that I can hear the person who was speaking? I can hear their tone, their urgency, and I can know what they said. It's very important that we got that info. Why we don't have it? Flow Boss said, because not truth. Yeah, that's what it is. It could be that there was never no phone call. Or there was, and they scrubbed all of that stuff from social media so that nobody could find it. Because what the phone call says would contradict the story they released to the public. You see that? Because we need that info. We need to see the video of Twitch walking into motel, going to the desk, to get his key. Where's that footage? They don't got that? Something as simple as that? Come on, man. They playing games with us, y'all. They playing games. So, again, if you're now coming in and you may have missed all of this, it says that Stefan Twitch boss is getting an emotional goodbye from those closest to him this week, with a larger gathering planned for the future to properly honor him en masse. Sources within Twitch's inner circle tell TMZ the late media personality is being laid to rest Wednesday afternoon in Los Angeles in what we're told is going to be a small and intimate funeral attended by close family. We're told there is going to be a larger celebration of life ceremony in the future, which will be held for close friends and the people who Stefan considered his family. But there's no mention, listen, there's no mention of anything here for fans. There's nothing here for the fans. What's going on? Wow. Allison, I'm going to tell you straight up and down. If you don't do anything for the fans, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You know, because this is sad. There's no mention of anything for the fans, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, the fans got thrown under the bus. They don't care about the fans, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Shame on you, Allison. If you don't have anything set up for the fans of Twitch, shame on you. Because you had a lot of young people that was looking up to him. You have a lot of adults that was looking up to him. And I don't hear no mention of anything dealing with the fans. What about the fans? Listen, Allison, the only reason why you have that house that you live in is because of the fans. The fans. The only reason why you're able to do what you do on social media is because of the fans. See, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a humble guy. You know what I mean? I'm very humble. I understand and recognize that if you're not here, I don't have a show. I understand that. I understand that I could be talented. I can be blessed to do what I do, and that's great. At the same time, without the support of the people, if the people don't believe in you, if you don't have the support of the people, there is no show. You understand? So this is why I always acknowledge the people that view the platform. I always make sure that I acknowledge the fact that you took the time out of your life to consider my show out of millions of other channels. So likewise, Allison and Twitch would not be able to survive or have any sort of livelihood without the fans. So it would be in Allison's best interest to set something up for the fans so the fans can come down and celebrate the life of Twitch. The fans. You understand? Because remember, you know, look, I know a lot of people, you might be fans of Allison. I'm personally not. I'm just being honest. I'm learning more and more about Twitch. And what I learned about Twitch is that Twitch is actually the star. So although Allison was able to have a certain lifestyle, it's because of her connection to Twitch and vice versa. They both benefited together. But Twitch is the star. Make no mistake about it. Twitch is, in fact, the star. He's the one that the people love. So, as his wife, it makes sense to say, look, forget about having a private funeral. Forget about having some other ceremony. We're going to have one big event for Twitch, which includes family, friends, fans, everybody. Everybody is invited. You understand? I mean, look at how they did it with the Takeoff situation. They got the arena, and based on what I'm hearing, people were allowed to come in for free. I'm hearing some people were paying under the table. I don't know. But at the same time, at least they allowed fans to come in, even though I believe the whole Takeoff funeral was a ritual in and of itself. We talked about that in other streams. There has to be something for the fans when it comes to Twitch. If nothing is done for the fans, that's sad. Because it's all about the fans. See, me doing this stream, it's not about me, it's about you. I gotta provide you the content. Because there's a lot of people out there that are interested in what's going on. See, notice this, ladies and gentlemen. Put a 1 in the chat if you stumble upon those fake clickbait videos talking about a funeral. Put a 1 in the chat if you stumble upon those videos and they got you, where you clicked on it thinking that you were getting a funeral and there was nothing there, right? I want y'all to see how many ones of how people were misguided by a lot of these content creators that put out false videos. Now notice this. This here is my first official video of me talking about a funeral. You see that? You see that? Now notice how many ones we got in the chat. Because a lot of times people are searching for this information and they'll come across videos like, okay, Twitch's funeral, and they think, wow, this must be legit. Look how much views it got. Look how many subscribers the person got. This gotta be good, right? And when you click, it's not. It's not real. You see how that worked? So it's just a sad situation how people will mislead people, but that's how it is in these YouTube streets. But notice with me, I'm now giving you a video about the funeral. Right? I'm talking about information now that has come out. I'm not making up a lie. I'm not clickbaiting you. You know? Yeah, Shanquella situation. We're going to talk about her situation too. You know what I mean? It's just sad how nobody haven't paid the price, man, yet. You know? And I'm hearing that the family is, I don't know, man. It's some things. We're going to talk about some stuff, man, because listen, fam, y'all got to really be careful with a lot of these situations, man, where families be setting up GoFundMes and all these other things. I understand there's certain times a GoFundMe makes sense. To me, a GoFundMe should only be used for people that have some sort of project or something they want people to back them up with. Let's say, for example, you have a business opportunity or some sort of thing that you're working on and you're an established person that the people know of. I'm talking about, that's like, let's say, for example, I've been on YouTube doing what I'm doing and I'm trying to purchase some sort of property. And what I'm planning for this property is to open up something that's going to create some sort of job opportunity, some sort of media company or whatever the case is. And I created a GoFundMe and the people that believe in me wanted to support what I'm doing, then that would make sense. But a lot of times what I realize in these streets, anytime somebody die, everybody start a GoFundMe. And I'm like, listen, back in the day in the hood, anytime somebody died, nobody never have money for the funeral. Why is that? Why is it that nobody have 10 bands in their account just in case? Why? And why is it that every time a loved one pass away, families are fighting, trying to skim together some money to pay for the funeral? Why is it that we're never prepared? And why everybody got to go to social media to get the money? And then when they do the GoFundMe, they get way more money than the funeral. And now the family is rich overnight. Why are we doing this? Why are we giving these families so much money when they already done had the funeral? Why do we feel that we're obligated to keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and the person is gone. Why do we do that? You understand? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, y'all. You know, even with the Shanquella situation, you know how much money the family got? Y'all know how much money the family got? Why? Ringo, you're just pocket watching. You're just jealous because the family got all the money and you don't got the money. That's not the case, fam. I'm looking at this thing from a mindset of let's just be right, be fair, be right. If you're going to support the family to pay for the expenses of the funeral, then it is what it is. But if your GoFundMe is reaching $1 million, I got to question your motives. It seemed like y'all just cashing in off this woman's death. I just got to call it for what it is, man. You know, and we're going to have to talk about that in another video, because it could be that, hey, I hate to say it, man, but it could be that the family is just cashing in at this point. Hey, you the people, you want justice for Shanquella. I get it. But the family, they may be just enjoying the moment of cashing in. Because with all that money that you getting, why you don't got attorneys that are fighting for your situation? Why you don't got people fighting for the justice? If this is about justice, if this is about justice and you got all this money, you could be hiring the best attorneys to go out there and get whoever it is arrested for these crimes. But it's not being done. But we'll deal with that another time. You see all these different stories and different issues that are out there that got to be covered. It's a lot of stuff. It's people posting in the chat $400,000. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money, fam. $400,000, man. How many of y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can use $400,000 right now? Put a 1. $400,000. I'm pretty sure that could set a lot of y'all on the right path right now. If you had 400 bands, $400,000 right now, some of y'all would go get that house you want, move your family out the hood, pay off those bills. $400,000, man. Listen, with $400,000, it'll turn your whole life around, fam. $400,000 right now? Man. Think about that. That's a lot of money for a funeral. That's a lot of money. And what do they need the money for? Because I'm not really following their GoFundMe, but I know there was a bunch of GoFundMes set up. Fake ones, real ones, I don't know. But what is their GoFundMe set up for? I'm not even sure if I did a video about their GoFundMe. But what is it for? What is their GoFundMe for? You know? I don't know. But anyway, y'all, this situation with Twitch is crazy, man. Like I said, I'm gonna do another video where I'm gonna bring out some info that can further prove, because I already made a video sharing my commentary that he was on the DL and whatnot. And again, it's not to put him down. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't put people down because they're on the alternative lifestyle. I don't agree with the alternative lifestyle based on my beliefs. At the same time, I believe that everybody have the right to be who they want to be. And it is what it is, man. Regardless how you may feel about it, everybody got to live their life and live their path. Just like I got to do my thing, I got to be me. You know what I mean? At the same time, what we're trying to do is discover the truth. And it could be a situation where there was a love triangle gone wrong. And there's 3 different scenarios, man, because I know a lot of people like, look, Ringo, what exactly happened to Twitch? What really went on? Well, I don't know. I can't tell you what happened. All I can do is speculate and share my commentary. And we got to focus on what makes the most sense. We know he did not delete himself. That we do know. He did not delete himself. We can all agree. He did not delete himself. He did not delete himself. Based on the information and everything we've been speaking on thus far, there is no way that a man like this deleted himself. regardless what lifestyle he was living on the DL or whatever the case is, it's none of our business, number one, right? If he was. At the same time, there are clues that he was that are on social media. That's why I'm going to cover those stories. At the same time, he had too much to live for. He had kids, he had responsibility, he had money. He was not broke. Now, I'm going to also say this, because this is another thing that a lot of people don't understand. I just said he wasn't broke, right? But now I want you to listen to this carefully, because we forget about this. Let me put this on the screen so that there's some activity on the screen. A lot of times we think because people are millionaires that they're not broke. Now I'm going to break this thing down one time, and I want y'all to all grasp what I'm saying. There is such a thing as being a millionaire and you're still broke. I need you to understand that. You can be a millionaire and still be broke. Yes. You can be a millionaire and still be broke. You can have a couple of $1 million worth of assets, right? And that would make you a millionaire on paper, but you're still broke. You get what I'm saying? You could be the type of person that has property worth millions of dollars and you can't even afford it no more. You understand? I was reading something. I'm not sure if it was with Britney Spears. Because again, I keep my ears tuned to the streets, but I'm not sure if it's Britney Spears, where she's trying to sell some multi-million-dollar mansion or something, some place that she got. I'm not sure, but she's trying to sell it. Well, why do you think she's trying to sell it? She can't afford it no more. It's too expensive. You know how much money it costs to maintain these mansions? You're talking about $50,000 or more a month. Just to, listen, just to keep the lights on, y'all. Some of these properties, man, costing like $100,000 a month, fam. I'm talking about thousands of dollars, man. We're talking about lights, electricity, property taxes, fees, then your staff that are maintaining the property. So a lot of these people that you think are multimillionaires living a great life, a lot of them are just getting by just like every other everyday folk, man. I know it sounds weird, but it be true. They're just living a more upscale life, but they're not as glamorous as you think. They're not. You understand? And it could be some stress in that house. You know, there's a lot of people that be on TV and they broke. How many of you know people? Because I know 2 people that are on TV, and it doesn't necessarily mean they rich and famous. You could be on TV, y'all, every day. TV. And not be a multimillionaire. You just have a regular job. But people think that everybody that's on TV is millionaires, and it's not the case. A lot of people struggle. A lot of people live every day just like every other person. And this is why you shouldn't be the type that covet others or try to keep up with the Joneses. You know, me personally, if I'm a multi-millionaire, I don't want no mansion. I'm just being honest. I would not have some mega mansion. I would not have that. Just because of where I came from and how I've always been, I'm not that type of person. I don't need all of that. I don't need 30 cars. You know what I mean? I don't need all these things. It's an illusion. You can't take it with you if you die. You do know that, right? You can't take it with you. So, when will Allison come out the closet and let us know what the truth really is about? When will she come out and say, look, okay, I know what happened to Twitch. I'm scared. I don't want to tell nobody, but I can't sleep. And she's going to reveal the information. When is she going to do that? All right, matter of fact, let's do this. How many of you believe Allison will speak at this so-called memorial service, that she will finally speak? How many of you believe she will speak? How many believe she won't speak? I don't know. If she speak at any memorial, she's a hypocrite in my opinion. If Allison speaks at any memorial services, I would consider her a hypocrite, because I don't want to hear her speak at a memorial service. I want her to speak now. Now. Not at a service. Not at a service where it's all designed and you're prepped and you got your script ready. No, speak now. Speak now at the house. Because when Twitch was around, y'all made videos from the house. Y'all weren't on a Hollywood stage. Y'all weren't on no TV broadcast. Y'all were right at the house doing videos. Well, why can't you get on camera and address the public about your husband? Why you can't do that? Why? I'm just calling it out for what it is, fam. Some people saying she's not going to do it. Others are saying she might. If she's not speaking out now, I don't want to hear her speak at a memorial, because it's too late. I don't want to hear any condolences and how much you loved him at a funeral. I need to hear that now. Now, right now. Because if you speak at a memorial, I know you've been practicing. Somebody coached you. They taught you how to properly speak publicly. Because in Hollywood, you have to properly know how to present things in the public when you have the platform and the stage. So she's probably undergoing training on how to speak. And it's going to sound fake, like when you saw Quavo. Y'all remember when Quavo was speaking on behalf of his nephew? He sounded fake, right? It didn't sound like it came from the heart. Because it didn't come from the heart. He was reading from a paper. If you got to read from a paper to express how you feel about somebody that passed away in your family, shame on you. I don't need no paper to speak about anybody in whom I love. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. It's fake. I don't got to write down a speech. How could I write down a speech for my own loved one, my family, my blood? I got to write it down on paper what I'm going to say? That means it's not from the heart. That means it's not from the heart. Imagine, ladies, that a man have to write down everything before he can talk to you. He can't talk from his heart. He got to write it down and then read it to you. Are you going to believe what he's saying? It's crazy. This is why hearing someone's voice is very important, because sometimes writing things down, you planned it out, you thought it out. But when you can speak it from the heart, it means something because it came from within. You know, this is why talking to a woman face to face and expressing yourself is what really causes two people to bond. This is why my idea of a date is not going out to no dinner, not wasting no money on some fancy restaurant, but taking a walk in a park, sitting down on the grass, looking at the water, holding hands, having a conversation, and then actually looking at one another, vibing, talking, and then expressing what you like, what you feel, what you're feeling about the person that you're next to. And looking at the person with desire, concern, and emotions and facial expressions, and they can see these things in you. They can see it. And then as you talk, you're speaking words. You're not writing nothing down. You're speaking from the heart. That's going to make that woman connect with you. That's going to make that woman vibe with you. And same thing with a woman speaking to a man face to face. No sugarcoating, no acting, because everybody be fake. And I'm tired of being fake. Listen, being fake is the worst thing ever, man. And right now, way I'm looking at the situation, all of a sudden is not being real with Twitch. And I don't appreciate that. As a woman who's been married for 9 years to this man, you got to do better. You got to come out, you got to do better, and you got to talk about the situations that are really affecting you inside and talk about the situation. I know you know that your husband would never do such a thing. So you're going to have to come out in the public and tell these people the truth and stop hiding. You know that Twitch would never do this. So why are you not speaking on behalf of him to defend his honor and his legacy? Why are you not doing that? Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get out of here in a few. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe today. I really appreciate your support rocking with the platform. Without you, I'm unable to do this. Your energy in terms of being here is what motivates me to make these shows and to put together quality content that actually makes sense. And I try my best to put out information that is relevant to the situation. I don't just want to make up stuff that has no value to what's going on. So again, I appreciate your time. You could be doing something else. Instead, you chose to be around here. So hey, I appreciate your support. But yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe today. If you would like to sponsor the show, you feel my work have value in it, you can do so via Cash App, $Ringo TV Raw, or via PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. We're going to keep you updated with this because now I'm looking forward to finding out more about this funeral, on what she got to say. I'm looking forward to hearing her actually speak so I can examine her words. And I want to find out who is in attendance. See, this is the thing. This is why I don't agree with the private funeral thing, because they told us that the private funeral is for family and this and that. I want to know who's there. I want to know who's there. And please don't tell me, but Ringo, it's private, so you're never going to know. It's not that. They need to let us know. They need to let us know what's going on. If it's private, why tell us it's private? Why tell us something is private if it's private? Don't let me know. Look, ladies, brothers, if you're intimate with a woman, you and her situation is private, right? Right? Okay. If it's private, why would one of you come into public to tell others, hey guys, me and so-and-so had a great time last night, man. We was, private in our house and we had a private affair, you know what I mean? Intimate. It was private setting. Why would you come into public to tell us if it's private? So all I'm saying is, hey, that funeral shouldn't be private. It should be public, but they need to do something for the fans. The fans need to know what's up. They should have dancing events at the service for Twitch. It should be something where the fans can dance and the fans can do this and pay their respects. That way, you know what I mean? Twitch can go out with his fans feeling good that, hey, at least we were a part of it, and do something for the fans, man. Hey, if Allison don't do something for the fans, that's sad, bro. That means she's focused on herself and not the people. That means it was all about her and not the fans. Crazy situation, man. It's crazy stuff here, man. What, somebody was in the chat trying to promote businesses and whatnot? Don't let me see that, because if I see anybody promoting anything in my chat in terms of businesses, I'm blocking you. Matter of fact, whoever did that to the mod, whoever did that, just block them. Put them on the block list. Whoever did that, just put them on the block list wherever they are. I don't tolerate that. That right there is disrespectful. You know what I mean? Don't come to my chat to promote your business, to promote whatever you're doing. That's not what my chat is for. I got an Instagram. You can come to me and say, hey, Ringo, I appreciate what you're doing. I was just wondering if, perhaps you can do X, Y, and Z and blah, 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 blah. Come work with me. You see what I'm saying? I got people that hit me up about stuff like that. I got brothers that'll hit me up and ask me, hey, bro, could you do me a favor and, probably spin my record one time on your platform? Really appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if the person approached me the right way, I'll do that for them. It ain't nothing. I won't even charge them because that's how I am. But if you go and promote something in my chat, no, we're not going to have that here. You know what I mean? There's ways to do things. You don't do things like that. Like real spit. Because it's like you're not here for Twitch. You're not here because you want to hear the message. You're not here for what I'm doing. You're here to do what you want. You're basically trying to get clients off of what I'm doing. That's disrespectful. You don't do stuff like that. There's channels by which you do things. Real spit. You don't do stuff like that. And again, I'm a humble guy. You know what I mean? I'll promote anybody if they approach me the right way. I don't have a problem doing that because I understand that YouTube is a business. And I also understand that everybody in these YouTube streets might have something that they do and they just not getting no attention towards what they do. And they may want certain attention. Well, guess what? There's proper ways of how you do things. You approach people, you create relationships, you create networking situations, and that's how you get your voices heard. But you don't spam and you don't do things like that. I'm just saying. So, we're going to get up on out of here, do what we got to do. And we're going to be back with more information, man. Because it's crazy out here in these streets, man. And people be getting mad and acting like you're just allowed to do certain things. Like some people be thinking like a chat box is like a place you just go to and just do what you want. And I'm not going to say anything. Let me come to your business. If you have a business, right? Let me come to your business, walk in there with my promotional campaign. And I want to see if you don't kick me out of your business. You can't do that. You understand? You cannot do that. Look, Macy's cannot walk into your local Target and have their signs saying, hey, everybody, come on down to Macy's. We're having a sale, 30% off, all you can buy. They're going to get escorted out of the premises because you're not supposed to be doing that. So the same thing with social media. Look, I don't go to nobody platform to promote anything. I don't do that. I paid my dues just like everybody else. Started from the bottom and I paid my dues just like everybody else. I'm just saying. You want something done? Go through the proper channels. Get acquainted with people. And create networks and all of that other stuff. And also know this, just because you contacted me doesn't mean I'm going to talk to you. Let me also put that out there. Just because you contact me doesn't mean I'm going to talk to you. I'm busy. You'd be surprised how many people contact me and they can't even reach me. There's only certain people that I communicate with them on a regular because I know who these people are. Again, relationships. Something that people don't understand. You got to create relationships. Create relationships, learn how to network, and that door will always be open. There's certain people that can DM me and I'm going to respond to them right away. You know why? Because there's a network and we respect one another and we're able to communicate. Then there's certain people you could contact me. I won't even read your message. I won't waste my time because I know what you're after. You're not trying to, I don't gain. You're the one that gain. In networking, it's a two-way street. Like when you have an internet work, right? There's a giving and there's a receiving. If you're the only one benefiting, then they don't even make no sense. What am I getting? Right? So that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get up on out of here. I appreciate everybody coming to the stream. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe today. This is the best reactionary channel on YouTube. We're #1 in the game. We provide you the most accurate information, the most insightful information you will find in YouTube. There are no other content creators that are thorough as Ringo TV. We provide you with information that you can listen to over and over. I'm talking about you can replay this video and hear something different and gain more information. And it is what it is, man. We're gonna keep you posted, man. So that's about it. Y'all take care. Have a blessed night. I got so many things that I gotta do, man. My goodness, man. This is crazy, man. I know these people in Hollywood, their schedules must be crazy because, man, maybe I need to just hire a staff or something, man. Because this is crazy. Yo, you know how much, you know how much things I gotta do, bro? Wow. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna keep y'all posted again. There's a video that I had that was on the situation with Twitch that was removed from YouTube due to a false complaint by another female YouTuber. That video will be back on YouTube in about 2 weeks or a week and a half because they got a short period of time to prove to YouTube their case, which they don't have a case. And I'm going to also have a stream where we're going to be talking about copyrights, where I can teach these content creators the law so they can understand not to waste anybody's time. And it's just sad that we as a people, we don't know how to network, we don't know how to grow, and we don't understand that in the YouTube ecosystem, we all benefit. And it's just a shame that said individual would do such a thing. And you know what's so sad? I can file a lawsuit against them and win. You know that? I can literally sue them and win. I'm still thinking about doing that. The case is so strong that this individual can be paying me a substantially large amount of money for what they did. And I want to teach this class to educate the YouTube community that resorting to things like that is very sad because we're supposed to be trying to grow, not sabotage. Do you understand me? Serious. You have to understand what networking is all about, and you have to understand that one hand washes the other. One hand washes the other. You cannot be out here doing dirt and expect to get blessed, especially when you're doing dirt to a man of the Most High. It's not going to look good. It's not going to be good for you. So I'm going to teach a class on copyrights. I'm going to teach a class on fair use to hopefully educate the YouTube community, because you have more to lose by being a foul individual, and that karma is going to come back. And please note, the said individual, if you may have subscribed to that person due to my channel, I'm going to have a upcoming video where I'm going to talk about that situation. Matter of fact, once the video get restored, because it's going to get restored, right? Once it get restored, I'm going to have a video where I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about said individual that did the complaint. And what I want from all those that are followers of my platform, that are subscribed to my platform, is that if you may have subscribed to said individual, for you to unsubscribe from said individual. I'm going to need for you to do that. I'm going to need for you to do that because one thing I don't tolerate is these type of practices, because in the YouTube ecosystem, understand that one hand washes the other, which means this: if I shout your name out, or if I credit you, or if I do everything and I'm following the rules, and you do anything to try to sabotage my work as well as to stop my voice, then what happens is anybody you may have gained through my work, because I've always shout people out, provide links and various other forms of information to credit people's sources. But when people resort to doing evil things, I don't tolerate that. So if anyone that is subscribed to my channel may have subscribed to said individual, once I make my video regarding those situations and you find out what all the circumstances are, if you subscribe to said individual, just unsubscribe, because once somebody do something like that, they're not someone you would want to subscribe to. I wouldn't recommend that. And this is what I mean on how you end up losing, because YouTube is an ecosystem where one hand washes the other. We're all content creators here. We're all trying to do videos. We're all trying to be in the business of YouTube. YouTube is a business. In YouTube, you make money, right? So when said individuals do things to try to sabotage other creators, it's really out of jealousy. It's out of trying to stop them from making money, because they're selfish and they want to control everything. And that's not how it works on YouTube. YouTube is a place where we're able to voice our thoughts, share our commentary, criticism, and understanding fair use and copyrights is very important. You understand? Very, very important. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a copyright stream after this particular stream. I'm going to do a whole stream on copyright and fair use. For those that want to learn about this stuff, I'm going to be using various clips and different elements to bring out what is going on so that things can, people can gain that knowledge. Let me see. Somebody said, look like she was private, Ringo. That's why it is. No, nothing is private if it's on YouTube. If anything is on YouTube, it's for public consumption. YouTube is a public platform. Look, if you're a content creator, when you register to YouTube, you need to go into the terms of service. You need to read it. When you register on YouTube, you give YouTube rights over your content, and you give other creators rights over your content. That's just how it is. You understand? Nothing is private here. There is nothing exclusive here. There is no such thing as your video is so private that nobody can share commentary and criticism to your video. No, that's not how it works. You cannot do that, right? Anybody that would say that, hey, my video, you can't use my video, that person is in violation of YouTube's terms of service. Anybody can use portions of clips of my videos to share commentary. Anybody can do that. You know what I mean? I welcome that. You can do that. The only thing you can't do on YouTube is mirror someone's material, meaning you download somebody's videos and re-upload it to your platform. You can't do that. That violates YouTube's terms of service. At the same time, anybody can use portions of clips of your video. Look, somebody could take your whole video and break down your whole video to share a reaction, commentary, criticism about your entire video. That's all fair use. You understand? All of that is fair use. And the problem is, a lot of people that are on YouTube, they don't know that. Some of them do, but because they're spiteful, they ignore the rules. And what they're banking on is your ignorance. They're hoping that you just don't know the law. I know the law. I've been on YouTube since 2006. Do you understand me? I know the law. I know the law governing copyrights and fair use. I know it perfectly. I don't even need an attorney to know it. I know it because I'm smart and I read. Listen, don't be on social media if you don't know the basics of copyright and fair use. You shouldn't even be on social media if you don't know that. Seriously, you shouldn't even be on social media. So, the particular video in question is one with Ellen DeGeneres. So that video will be back up in about 2 weeks. Guaranteed too. You can guarantee this one. Look, I'm guaranteeing you the video will be back up, ladies and gentlemen. Guaranteed. I'm not playing. So I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I'm gonna put together a video and I'm going to come back with a video regarding copyrights. And I'm gonna break down a lot of different scenarios to educate the YouTube community regarding this issue, because we really gotta talk about this, because a lot of creators have become so selfish and jealous-minded to the point where they feel like they want to control other people, and that's not how YouTube works. If you don't want nobody using your material, don't come on YouTube. and don't post nothing because you're going to get called out. And when people talk about copyright this and copyright that, let me make this also publicly clear because we're going to talk about this in the next video. If you don't got a copyright registered with the Library of Congress that's on file, a docket number and everything else, and you file a blatantly false complaint, you can be sued. Do you understand me? Be very careful. Be very careful. Very careful. Because a lot of creators don't know no better. They think that they could just do things and get away with it. And there have been people on YouTube that have done that and they've been sued and they lost everything. I'm talking about these people have been paying damages to people because of what they're doing. It's not just some simple thing you can do. And we're going to talk about that in the next stream. We're going to go into the deeper aspects of this and how, as creators, you have to understand that we are your peers. If you are in these YouTube streets as a content creator, we are literally co-workers in the same agency, working, doing what we got to do to produce content. So why would you be trying to do things to violate another creator when they have not done anything wrong? That's sad. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about these things. And also within 2 weeks from now, we're going to also do another video where I'm going to talk about the situation that went down. And I am requesting that people that may have, you don't have to if you don't want to. I don't think you would want to be subscribed to anybody that would do such a thing to my platform if you feel so highly of my work. But if you're one that may have subscribed to said individual, you need to unsubscribe from them because that type of action is not going to be tolerated. And I don't think that anyone should benefit off of my platform in terms of the traffic that they may gain from my platform if they're going to be resorting to such foul behavior. Because see, one thing you have to understand about YouTube is this. If your platform has a lot of traffic, others will gain from that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have no problem with anybody benefiting off of traffic that come from my platform. I'm not selfish like other YouTubers. Do you understand me? Other YouTubers are so selfish. Look, other YouTubers are so selfish in these spaces. They think that YouTube belongs to them. They don't want nobody to know your name. They don't want nobody to benefit off their videos. They don't want nobody doing reactions. They just want to be selfish. And ladies and gentlemen, I need for you all in these YouTube streets to pay attention to what I have to say. Listen to this very carefully. Kevin Samuels is not here anymore. Let that marinate. We're going to talk about it. Today you are here, tomorrow you are gone. Don't be selfish. It's not about you. It's about the people. You being a YouTuber is not about you. It's about the people. People don't come to YouTube because of you. They come to YouTube because of the content, period. It's not about you. It's not about you. If you gain some fans along the way, that's cool. But people are not watching your videos because it's all about you. No, they're there because of the content. And the reason why I'm bringing up Kevin Samuels is because he was involved in something, and we're going to talk about it in the next stream. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what went down. We're going to talk about all these different things. We're going to talk about copyrights. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. And trust and believe, if there's anything you want to know about copyrights and fair use, the next video stream is what you need to tune into. Because I'm going to break it all down. Don't be one of those guys that today you're here, tomorrow you're gone, and we're going to have a memorial service for you. Don't be one of those people, man. YouTube is bigger than us. YouTube is extremely big. Enough for everyone to eat. All that jealousy, all that strife, all these little sabotage type things with creators, y'all gotta stop, because this type of thing is very dangerous to our growth. How are we as a people to network and grow and become media personalities if all we're trying to do is stop one another? What kind of nonsense is that? You supposed to be trying to help the next man to grow. You supposed to be building networking relationships to grow. Now, what if said individual that did what they did to me would have respected my rights? It would have only benefit them even more. You see how that worked? It would have only benefit them even more. But it's not going to benefit them. It's not going to benefit them at all. And I just need for y'all to know these things. So we're going to come back with another stream. And I appreciate everybody that supported the show, everybody that supported via Super Chat. I appreciate everybody for coming in. I see Maya in the chat. I think you supported multiple times in the stream. We're going to talk about these issues, man. Again, we're going to have a little copyright talk. We're going to have a copyright talk. We're going to teach you as a content creator the ins and outs of how this thing works and how it's very dangerous for you as a creator to abuse the system. It's very dangerous. You can lose all your money. It's not a good thing. And I think YouTube set it up that way just to show that you're wrong. They were very smart with how they set the system up. They did it in a way where you think you're going to get away with something, but you're really not. You're going to end up getting called out. And eventually they're going to terminate your YouTube channel. And you're going to lose everything. I'm talking about you're going to lose your channel, you're going to lose your livelihood, and you're going to get sued. Is that what you want? Why don't you just focus on doing videos, making money, and respect the rights of other people? I don't know what it is with our people, man, but this is why we can't grow as a people, because we're constantly doing evil rather than working together. And what's so sad about this particular individual, what's so sad about this, is that they were talking to a judge the whole time. Sad. Very, very sad. My goodness. That's sad. But anyway, y'all, we're going to come back with another stream. I'll go grab me something to eat, do what I got to do. I'm very disappointed with our people when it comes to these type of things. If you're a content creator and you want to learn more and more about copyrights, fair use, what is tolerated, what is permissible, what you can and can't do, tune into the next stream. We're going to talk about this issue. We're going to go deep, and we're going to talk about all these different aspects of copyrights and fair use to give you the understanding of what you can and can't do. We're going to show you how to deal with these type of issues. We're going to also teach content creators how they're going to lose their platforms if they abuse the system, and how YouTube have set this all up by design. Like, you guys are literally playing with fire, because once YouTube find out what you're doing, you're up out of here. They're going to get rid of you. You're going to lose your whole platform. It's in the terms of service. I don't know why people don't read it. I don't know why people don't read it. I don't know why people don't read it. Yeah, it was Judge Joe Brown. Y'all already don't know what it is. Y'all already don't know what it is. I'm throwing out subliminal hints. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get that situation going, and it's just a sad situation. I can't wait for when the video get restored back on YouTube. I'm gonna have a good time with it, and I'm gonna have my commentary about what's going on, because I know a lot of people were sending me messages privately. They were asking me, where's the video with Judge Joe Brown where he was talking about Ellen DeGeneres? And I was like, like, what's going on? And I already had received the information about it. So hey, it is what it is. The video will be back in no time. Just give it time. It got to go through the process. It got to go through the legal process, and it is what it is. But we're going to be back with that video. I'm going to definitely share this video with y'all. I just want y'all to know that, because again, this is a community. And when people resort to evil to try to sabotage stuff, it's interfering with the community. Because remember, the videos are for you. The videos are for you to learn. And that particular video with Judge Joe Brown is commentary and criticism, which is all protected under fair use. And said particular individual should know that as a content creator. But they obviously didn't do that. They didn't do their due diligence, and they resorted to do things the bad way. And that's not good. That's not good in this space, because it's creating division. That's what it does. It creates division, and it's not cool. You know? But we're going to talk about that another time. Right now, we're going to focus on educating the community regarding these things, so that YouTube is supposed to be a fun place. YouTube is supposed to be a place where people could come to, get the content, get the videos. As creators, influencers, we can make videos, have fun. But when people resort to doing all sorts of evil things, it just creates a bad light and just goes to show what kind of people are, man. It's just a sad situation. But nonetheless, it is what it is, man. You will never be able to prosper in life when you resort to evil. That's all I know. You will never be able to prosper. It will never happen for you. Right? So, to all of those that are still wondering who it is, stop worrying about who it is and focus on what I'm saying. I said that I would deal with that another time. And also I will deal with copyrights after this particular show. You knowing who is who and who is what is not going to help nothing right now, because what are you going to do? What could you do? You can't do anything about it, right? So we'll talk about that when the video get restored. That's the best time to talk about it. I'm not going to really focus on that right now. I'm just giving you a little pre-game on exactly what's going down, just in case, because a couple of people have been contacting me on Instagram like, yo, where's the video with Ellen DeGeneres and Judge Joe Brown, and, you know, where that video at? I don't see it no more. Like, what happened? You know what I mean? And, well, I know what happened. I'm just, you know, waiting for YouTube to do what they got to do, because the other party, you know, they're in hot water right now. They're in some serious hot water right now. Trust and believe that. Serious hot water right now. And it's not the place you want to be. We're going to talk about that in an upcoming video after this one. So I'm going to go get me something to eat, and I'll be right back. So y'all take care. Again, I appreciate everybody supporting, rocking with the streams. We're just here to do work. We're here to have fun, put out content. You know what I mean? This is what we do. It is what it is. So again, we'll be back. Ringo TV Reactions. I'm signing out. Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Appreciate all the mods, everybody in the building. It is what it is. Ringo TV Reactions. We out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.